I'm going to show you how to change your impeller in a Monsoon 409 engine. They come in many Malibu and Axis boats. For this video, we will be changing the impeller in a 2018 Axis T22. It is such a beautiful boat. I will go through the 6 steps I used to change the impeller in this inboard boat. Number 1, gain access to the water pump housing. Number 2, remove the water pump housing. Number 3, remove the impeller. Number 4, install the impeller. Number 5, reinstall all removed parts. And number 6, run the boat and check for leaks. To gain access to the water pump, you need to remove the engine cover. Remove the engine side panels also on the starboard side. So we gotta do this right here. And then this just slides this way and comes out. Use the tensioner pulley to loosen the belt. Please note the path of the belt before I actually remove it. And we're gonna use a 5/8 socket in order to loosen up the tensioner pulley here. Number 2, remove the water pump housing. Rotate the pulley to align the 3 holes in the pulley with the 3 10mm bolts that need to be removed. Use an extension and a 10mm socket to remove the 3 bolts. Little bolts, 10mm bolts, has a washer on it. Now remove the water pump housing. Please note the flats on this shaft. Use a pick to remove the old O-rings. If you're getting value from this video, please subscribe so I can keep helping you be a better boater. Number 3, removing the impeller. Use some pliers or an impeller removal tool to remove the impeller. Inspect the impeller to make sure there aren't any missing pieces. If there are missing pieces, they could create a blockage and your engine could still overheat. Number 4, install impeller. This here is the impeller kit that my brother bought. Looks like it's $54.99. He bought it at Idaho Water Sports, and we're just gonna open this up and put this in. Looks like it comes with an O-ring and 3 little O-rings right here. And then that's the new impeller. Install the impeller and make sure all vanes are going in the correct way. They should self-correct, but I always make sure that they are facing the correct direction. Some people suggest using lube. I haven't done this, but let me know what you think in the comments. Lube or no lube? Pro tip, use a couple zip ties to hold the flanges down. It makes the impeller slide in easier. As the impeller slides in, the zip ties will slide off. Number 5, reinstalling all removed parts. Install the new O-rings. Put the rubber O-ring right here around these bolts. This here on the shaft I showed you earlier, there's flat spots on there. And there's correlating flat spots here on the impeller. So this will just slide right on the shaft. Position the water pump. Remember the flats on the shaft. I might be mistaken, but the water pump housing only lined up one way, so make sure that it is oriented correctly. I was unable to find a torque spec for the 3 bolts, but I just did them so they were snug. Please don't over tighten them. Reroute the belt. Please note the path of the belt. Make sure it is correct. Use the tensioner pulley to install the belt. Number 6, run the boat. Use a Fake-A-Lake to run the boat. If you need a video on this, click the upper right corner. Make sure the Fake-A-Lake has a good seal. Start the boat and make sure the water runs through the system. You can make sure that it's working if water's coming out the exhaust. Check for leaks around the water pump. Run the boat until it's heated up. The boat should heat up to about 165 to 175 degrees. Now you know how to change your impeller. It is a pretty simple maintenance procedure. However, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, then take it to a local shop. If you need some greater understanding of why an impeller is important, click right here. If you want to see a funny video about how a Malibu boat helped me get married, click right here. Please consider subscribing so I can help you be a better boater.